Now, on yesterday's programme, we were talking about a new group that's been set up to help support prisoners' families in Stockton. It's called You're Not Alone, and they're holding drop-in sessions every Wednesday at Sowing Seeds in Bishopton Lane. Well, yesterday our reporter Paul Baird went along to find out a little bit more, and he spoke to Barry. He told Paul how Sowing Seeds has helped him when his son was sent to prison earlier this year.
The day he was sentenced to court, we arrived early, 9 o'clock, and he went into court at, I think it was 1 o'clock, so I'd spent 4 hours talking to him, making light of it, laughing and joking and that, Then we got called through to the court, and he was sent. Well, all in all, he was sentenced to 12 months in Home House prison. He was stood at the back of the court, so by the time he was sentenced, I turned round to sort of like wave to him, but I just seen him being led out through the door at the back, so I didn't get a chance to talk to him again after that. So obviously I was pretty distressed. I didn't know what to expect when we went in, but seeing your son sentenced to prison and that, it was terrible. So when I left the court, I was in tears when I come outside the court. I phoned my wife and his girlfriend and that. Couldn't really talk on the phone, choked up. And I thought the best place to go was to come and see Graham, because I knew he's got connections with the prison and all that, so which he straight away got onto the prison services. It was a Friday, and to see if we could get us a visiting order fixed up for over the weekend. I think the office closed at 4:30, and we finally got a phone call back to Graham 4:25 on the Friday to say the issue was with a visiting order for the Sunday morning, which was absolutely fantastic, Like I say, that's how good Graham is and that,
What's it like for people who don't realise, or maybe don't want to think about it, to visit your son in prison? What's it like to be part of that?
Well, like I say, he's only allowed to have a visit every week. So with his girlfriend going with his children, me and my wife maybe got to go once every 4 weeks to see him, and it was just nice to be able to see my son, even if it was just once a month, And
how's he coping, knowing that yous are out there, he's in there?
Well, at the moment, he's been released. I think he's was in for. He got 12 months, and I think he'd done about 5.5 months. He's just been released 3 weeks ago on a tag. So he's got a curfew from 7 in the morning. From 7 on a night till 7 in the morning, which it's a lot better than being stuck in the prison, because unless you get some type of job in there, he told me you're basically locked up 23 hours a day, and you get recreation maybe an hour on a night, It's a long day, once the novelty wears off, it's a long day to be just locked in a little room,
How vital are groups like this then for families who've got loved ones inside?
Well, I think it is. It's Christian related, but the help for prisoners, and the families, for somewhere to come and speak to the likes of Graham and Phil, who was ex-prison officer and that, and does a lot of work in the prisons, so it's good to be able to come, they know the inside information and can help a lot with people who maybe don't know the routine of what goes on and all that, so it's really good on that side of it.
That's Barry sharing his story with us of when his son was sent to prison last year and the help that he's received from that support group in Stockton. You're Not Alone. They're going to be holding drop-in sessions every Wednesday at Sowing Seeds in Bishopton Lane in Stockton. This is BBC Tees at 11:15.